Welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Quest IV. So I said today, we're going to be getting involved in some fun things, and that's because Hoffman's Palace we could have been doing over the course of the game. The final stage, I think, was locked behind postgame.
Yeah, it says in there that for the DS version you have to be in what is called Chapter 6. This technically has no actual,
It doesn't
chapter designation.
Yeah, it'd be nice if that'd be nice. It'd be nice if they gave you that.
But this is considered the post game. In the iOS and Android versions, it'll unlock before you finish Chapter 5, so you can do it earlier there, but this is just when we were able to do it, so...
Yeah. So, real quick, before we get started on actual Chapter 6 crap, we're gonna head to Minikin's Domain. Because we have a whole lot of mini-medals.
Mm-hmm. We don't have all the mini-medals, but we have all that we need, from what I understand.
Yeah, like, we are missing that one, but we determined that we don't actually need it. So, we'll find out how that goes.
Unless he gives more shit afterwards.
We'll find out.
So he gives us the liquid metal shield.
So, obviously going to be a really good shield. It can also be used as an item, you said?
Yeah, it casts Snub, which is that whole, it puts a cloud in front of you and it absorbs a spell coming at you.
The Gringham Whip!
Which is considered one of the best whips in the entire series, so...
And that's it. You only need to 60. There's plenty more in the game, so if you miss some, it's fine.
Yes, he said maximum, but it's he's the mini metal king.
Okay, so liquid metal shield.
Wait, can you not equip that?
Nope.
Wow.
Who can? Okay, so Mina, Maya, Ragnar, Kyriel, Borea. Wow, who needs it though? 170, 178. See, Ragnar's got garbage defense, but he's got a stupid amount of HP.
Well, he's got garbage resilience.
But that's, yeah. Alright, well, I'll figure out who that's going to later. And we have the Gringham Whip, who can only go to 3 people.
Oh, I was gonna say, real quick, before you decide that, could you... Well, I mean, it's gonna tell you who it gives it to, but you could just praise it.
Ah.
Kinda wanna see what Tornico says about it. That's right, whips are special weapons in that not only do they strike, but they strike everyone in a group.
So yeah, the whip can only be equipped by Alina, Mina, or Maya.
Did you see how much her attack went up to?
Yeah, and of the 3, probably best to give it to Alina.
God damn, that's a lot of attack.
See, what this will do, not only is it one of the highest damage weapons in the game, Alina loses her double attack, which is kind of sad, but if you attack a group of enemies, it'll also hit the whole group.
Yeah.
It won't hit the whole group for full damage.
It's diminishing results.
Yeah,
from
it's
the second one on.
Yeah, if you go look left to right or whatever. It's not necessarily left to right, but say if it attacked left or right, the first one on the far left would do full damage, absolute full damage. Second one does 80% damage. Third one does 60% damage, and it kind of goes down that way. But regardless, you're still hitting the whole group, and if there's only one enemy in the group, they still take full 363 attack damage.
Yeah, the Gringham Whip has a 135 attack bonus, which outside of only one single weapon in the game, which we have not even seen hide nor hair of yet, that is the strongest weapon that any of the heroes can equip.
So Alina is gonna be tearing it up. So now that we're ready here to do that, we need to actually go start.
You could probably just balloon to where you need to go.
Or I could just find it.
It's not on the list,
Oh,
sadly.
well, crap. Final balloon there.
We're not that far from it anyway. Also, it's a nice little scenic trip.
Yeah. So what we have to do is...
Uh-oh, airsick.
Oh. So at this point in the game, we still remember, plot-wise, we have not yet fought Pissarro. He's
Yeah.
still waiting there trying to evolve. We just kind of stopped and said, maybe there's another way. I have to come back in the middle of the day, don't I? Well, let's talk to some people and find out. Thanks.
Flowers? I've never heard of flowers before.
Yeah, only blossom once every 1,000 years.
All I know of are the leaves.
Ooh. So if you get one of those flowers...
You could resurrect even someone that a church or a Kazing spell can't bring back.
Okay, so we have to travel the whole world and find a place that's changed.
Hoffman's.
It has changed. Surely there will be something there. No. No, we're instead going to
One over. There, very bottom.
the Azimuth.
The Azimuth. I think Azimuth means like a point in between.
So Azimuth, this is that one island in the middle of the world that was that one little place.
Yeah, the Central Isle.
And of that, this is that central place that had a whole bunch of holy people standing around. And if you come here, you see, hey, that's a change. This is your post-game dungeon. To go in here, or like to power your way through here, this is going to be a really hard, really long, really rough dungeon. They expect you to be level like 41 or something going through here. Get the best gear, high level, everything you got, and then dive on in.
Enter the Fungeon.
And with the magic of editing, we are now all not level 41, because I said 41. You don't have to be 41 in order to enter the dungeon. You have to be 41 at the end of the dungeon. In fact, the whole front of this dungeon is going to be pretty easy. They kind of ramp up the difficulty of the enemies over time. So we're not going to have to worry too much. I'm also going in with the team you can see here. Heroine, Sarevna, Arms Merchant, and Fortune Teller.
I have to ask, specifically for my point, why Tornico?
Padfoot.
Oh, Padfoot?
Yep.
Alright.
So the reason, so as I said, so Grind It Up also did crap ton of gambling, because you know how that goes. So we've all got some pretty fancy...
Oh, did you get the liquid metal helm?
Yeah, we've all got some pretty fancy stuff with the liquid metal helms. At least two of the people here, though, Tornico and Mina.
They can't see
do.
it, just to give you
I know they can't, but...
Oh, okay. Can Alina not equip it?
Nope.
I thought she could.
Nope.
Really?
I bought all of them. Everybody that could wear one has one.
Did you get a goddess ring just for the hell of it?
I did not.
Oh.
Look, 250,000 is a pain in the butt to get, so I didn't bother. Also, I did a little bit of running around in here just to experiment, and the reason we're going in with, Tornico, instead of a mage, is I found I just didn't use a lot of magic in here. I found, not like for lack of want, but you're going to be fighting weak enough enemies early enough on in here that, especially friggin' Alina with her Gringham whip and Tornico with the flail of destruction, like, by the time Maya got around to casting something, it's like, oh yeah, casting my strongest group spell on one guy who's half dead.
Also, let's kind of put it here. really did not use Tornico a lot during the entirety of Chapter 5,
true.
so it
Well,
feels kind of
admittedly-
nice to...
I mean, admittedly, Tornico's there for support.
Yeah.
He's not a good party member. He's good... He actually works best from the cart.
Yeah.
But that's
Also,
what's...
could you check your heroine real quick? Your character?
Yep.
I'm gonna tell you right now, every time in one of these RPGs, your character hits like 300 plus HP, it makes me so happy.
Look at her hair.
Well, I mean, that's nice too, but I just always love, like, I don't know why. It's like 200 HP, it's like, that's pretty good. Something about hitting that 300 HP goes like, I feel utterly invincible at this point.
Oh, also, I know I've mentioned this like 3 times before, but look at Alina's face. That lady is trouble.
Yeah.
She is problems.
She's looking over there, like, I'm gonna punch that wall over there. Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm gonna bust this thing to crap up.
That wall over there is about to meet in my fist.
So I was debating going in with Ragnar instead of Maya, just because, again, spells just weren't really cutting it. I tried, heaven help me, I tried. But Tornico's gonna be better, because we don't have access to the cart in here. We're not gonna have our whole team in here. Which means we don't want to gain a lot of levels. And this is also a friggin' long dungeon. So we don't want to get worn down. So Padfoot. So off we go. First
Oh, I
Padfoot.
immediately never used it.
Yeah, which I immediately never use.
Oh, I hit whistle
Yeah,
instead.
dang it. So, as I mentioned, it's a pretty lengthy dungeon. It's like 8 floors or something. There's a couple little fancy prizes and things you can get along the way that are kind of nice. If you need to go out of your way. A drag you are.
Here's the thing, though.
Oh, they didn't notice me. Kill them.
Did you put this text speed at a low rate, or?
Oh, I turned the text speed up to max
Oh.
to get me through that friggin' monster arena. I should probably do that. Change that back, I guess.
I think you put it at the lowest. Yeah, you put it at the lowest. If you have to press...
Oh, maybe that was the problem.
Yeah, if you have to press the button, you put it at the lowest speed.
Oh, man, I just made things all worse on myself.
Here's the fun fact. These monsters, these are from Dragon Quest VII.
Did not appear in 4.
No, they did not appear in 4 at all. Because, and this should not, if anyone has been paying attention, Dragon Quest IV, this one?
Oh, yeah, I guess 5 is the slowest. I figured bigger number meant faster.
No, it's the other way.
How do I fix it?
You put
There
it
we
back
go.
up to like 3 or whatever.
I'm gonna put it up to 2.
Is
Man, that would have made my time in the...
Oh, I feel so bad for you now.
God dang it.
Demon Thunderer is also from 7. The thing is that this Dragon Quest is based off of the PS1 version, which was kind of based off of the PS1 version of Dragon Quest VII.
Hey, Bloody Hand, I recognize that guy.
Yeah, they showed up earlier in the game somewhere.
No, the Bloody one specifically. That guy's from friggin' Builders.
Oh yeah, they showed up in 3. No, they showed up in 2, but they've been in 3 the whole time.
Do not open that right chest.
The right one?
Do not open it.
Pandora's box?
Yep, that is not a mimic. That
Yeah.
is a Pandora's box.
They are stronger.
Yeah,
I think they crit more too.
Yeah, I tried fighting it and said, like, hey, for giggles, I'll go ahead and fight him. I've had a good time with mimics so far. He whacked 2 of my party members.
Let's see. Attack, Desperate Attack, Whack, Drain Magic. Oh, and Sweet Breath, they can put you to sleep.
Yeah, it was a good time for everybody. We made it out, but,
I was not happy.
yeah, it was not a good time. And then these Octophants we've seen 100 times over. Oh, so, Alina has the Gringham Whip,
Yep.
which means it hits everybody in a group. I know we've mentioned this before, but these guys are split, so you can't see it. But that also means we get that damage out of Alina's attack anymore. I have never seen her crit.
With the whip?
Yeah.
She should be able to crit with the whip, but I don't know if it's like first hit or not.
Maybe I've just been getting really crap luck on it. Now, Tornico has the Flail of Destruction, which works much like the Gringham Whip, only on everyone. So, I don't even get to choose who I want to attack.
I think you can get the same thing for Ragnar too. So
Yeah.
You
In
made a
fact, I only bought one because they're really expensive, and I didn't quite have the money to buy two. So I only bought the one. So I just gave Tornico Ragnar's while we're in here, and then as soon as we get out, I'll give it back to him. There's a chest up there that I want, so we got to go around to get it. How are we sneaking around like thieves? Where am I going in order to do this? I'm so used to casting Whistle. I'm going to do that at some point. I guarantee.
I was trying to recruit a monster in Dragon Quest V, and yeah, these are from 7 as well.
So, there. Bam, bam, bam. It does the same thing, though, where the damage goes down.
Yeah.
And then, oh, that whip. That's some good feels right there.
I was trying to recruit a monster, and I had, like, defeated enough of them, and I thought, oh, maybe this will, like, maybe they'll recruit afterwards. But it was a summon, it was a help summon from another monster. So I'm supposed to hit, like, fight, and then hit defend on everyone. But I was accidentally in the first menu, so I hammered over to flee instead and ran from the battle, and I was like, well, that was, like, gonna be one of those hard-ass monsters that was probably never gonna join me, so maybe, I don't know, I'll just sour grapes this encounter and feel better about it.
Hey, Tornico, your Padfoot doing, like, anything right now?
Oh, Tidal Wave.
I also brought Mina in because of our two healers. She actually has offensive magic. She's got a decent attack. I've thus far given her most of the real fancy gear.
Also, she's like the one that you've decided to deck out in the liquid metal gear in this entire playthrough, which is like not a bad decision, but wow.
And every time I did, it was the decision that made sense.
Yeah. No, it's just.
It wasn't that, like, I like Mina, I'm giving her these. It was me sitting there going, like, all the people I can give it to, this feels like the best option.
Yeah, just one of those, like, you know what, you're making the right choice either way. It was just.
Like, I don't know, maybe, like, different people will play differently, but for how I'm playing, that made the most sense. So these guys are pretty low-level duders, but I am still going to be Sage's Stoning a lot, because it's free. And this is a long dungeon, and I want to conserve MP.
Mm-hmm.
I got a strength ring. Not that I especially need it, but I have it. Okay, so this whole route was actually, this whole area with the water. Your Padfoot doing, like, anything there, Tornico?
It does stuff, but just to give you a heads up, Padfoot, if it fails, they have a better chance of getting a sneak attack on you. That's kind of the iffy thing about Padfoot. I think that's how that goes.
So this whole area there was just a side area to get those couple items. Oh my goodness.
And if you want to,
nope, almost whistled.
And if you want to, a Pandora's box. I mean, you never know. Some people want to finish that big book of beasts.
I mean, maybe if I am like 6 levels higher than I was when I fought him the first time. I'd probably be fine.
Yeah, but Whack also just straight up kills you. So.
Yeah, Whack also doesn't give a crap what level you are, so...
I mean, you have innate resistances, but...
It's probably the only reason I didn't get killed by it.
I could have sworn Padfoot had like a... Like, you can use it, but it also had... Yeah, see, using this technique will also raise the chance of being taken off guard when an encounter does happen.
Oh, I don't remember much about how to get through this area. Are there any chests in this room?
There is one all the way up to the right here.
Ah, there it is. I got a mini medal.
Just go up to the middle and then just go to the right.
Yeah, I feel like I'm pretty sure I can get through the rest of it, but I couldn't remember if there were any. Guys are getting on my nerves.
He had the blade armor on.
Yeah. I love this whip. Look at that whip, just cut right through him. God dang it.
Cerberuff is from 7 as well.
Yeah, because, as you mentioned earlier, this remake came out after
Dragon Quest 7 came out.
so they got to add enemies that weren't even in the original game.
Yeah, for the bonus dungeon. Hey, fun fact. For the people at home, I know I've already told you about this because it just kind of caught me off guard. In Japan, Final Fantasy IX was delayed a few months because it was coming out the same time as Dragon Quest VII. They were like, we're not dealing with that competition. Which kind of makes me laugh. Just on the sheer fact that...
Well, this is a fancy area. I know where I'm going.
Oh, well. Just because of the sheer fact that it's like... It's funny because it's so reversed over here that I feel like people are laughing in the comments about it, but at the same time, you do not... None of us really understand, like, why Dragon Quest is such a big thing over in Japan. Like, damn.
That Sage's Stone is just gonna keep us rolling. Like, the enemies go down quick enough otherwise with a whole bunch of people beating the crap out of enemies, so... Especially between that whip and the flail.
This is kind of weird.
Tornico actually seems to be attacking more often than not, too, so that's cool.
I think the higher level up, the more he's less to goof off, is how he works. It's kind of weird. It says on here for the wiki that the Gringham whip has a plus 125 attack bonus, but in the guide it says it has a 135. Really don't know what the correct one is. I mean, you could do the math. But
I could just check.
Yeah, you could take it off and then do the math, but really, I don't fucking care that much. I was just checking to see if it has like it has a whip, it doesn't do crits or stuff like that, and I was like, no. Whip weapon family.
I can appraise it.
I don't know if praise actually gives the attack bonus.
Yeah, especially in character, there's no way Tornico would give the actual... I mean, I'd sure be happy to give it to Mina, but you can only get one. Oh, this friggin' shield guy.
Oh yeah, I have not. It's like Tetsu.
Tetsu Doger.
Yeah, Tetsu Doger.
What happened last time? I got into a fight with these guys last time and they gave me an unhappy time. I'm gonna insulate one and see what happens. And that insulate is going to do absolutely nothing, so, you know. Who got hurt? Somebody got hurt.
I don't know.
I think it was not.
Ow. Defend it.
Yeah, defend this.
I'm kind of sad that, like, they didn't give him a defend sprite, because the defending sprite in, like, the remake is just him going,
I went the wrong way.
ka-chunk.
Yeah, I was supposed to go down. Get around the post. Get around the post. They snuck up on me because there was a post in the way.
Ah, a nightshade.
Ah, a post. Man, I'm really not feeling that pad foot. Gonna be
Well,
honest.
I think you're at the point where the monsters really don't really care that much for that kind of thing.
And what's frustrating is that the enemies are weak, but like not that weak. So I don't think I can get away with Holy Protection.
Yeah. I would almost say Padfoot's your best, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm not seeing a lot that's saying like whips can't crit in here. Unless there's just something specific that, like...
Well, this guy sure didn't care about Holy Protection. It's a bad move it was.
I'm gonna get all of you all by myself. Whoopsh. Well, I'm dead now.
He's even got this aura telling me to keep away, but that's okay because I got this. I know I fell. There's nothing down here. So it's this weird house out in the middle of this place, though. This weird, really big house.
Oh no, we've gone to World 4 of Super Mario Bros. 3.
Man, this is a big ol' house with a tiny staircase in the corner.
Don't look at me, I don't remember anything like this in 7, so...
Oh, hey, I'm just back here again.
But there's a door.
But there's an old man! I was gonna do that anyway. Dang it.
You think that's a joke, but like in Dragon Quest VI, they did create the Well-Wisher enemies.